Today we're covering 5 very important aspects of groupings that every drummer should know in order to play better phrases and develop a better drum flow. So groupings are how we break rhythm down into different chunks, and there are actually a lot of different ways that we could arrange these notes to make interesting phrases. Rhythm loop. Some groupings don't fit in one bar. They loop over multiple bars before returning to beat 1. For example, 3-note groupings in 4/4 loop back after 3 bars. And since 6-note groupings are 2 3s, they also loop in 3 bars. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a radio, 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 radio. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a radio, 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 radio. Now here's a group of 6. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a higgly piggly 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 higgly piggly. So every drummer needs to grasp this concept of how certain rhythms loop over time. Rhythm repetitions. A 6-note grouping repeats 8 times across 3 bars. So it's really important to be able to feel how often a grouping appears within a set time frame. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Accent mapping. Accents act as a guide through the rhythm. It helps to mark significant points along the measure. With a 6-note grouping in 16th notes, accent points fall on the 1, the end of 2, beat 4, the end of 1, and so on and so on. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. So knowing these checkpoints helps to guide us through the structure and the flow of the rhythm. Rhythm awareness. Rhythm awareness means feeling and predicting rhythms naturally without counting or thinking too much. So you could start developing this skill by first counting the accents and feeling the spaces to internalize the feeling. 1, 2, 3, let's go. 1 and 4 and 3 and 2 and after a while, you'll just feel the whole rhythm easily. Building rhythm patterns. So once you're comfortable counting the accents and feeling the spaces within your groupings, you can start using this knowledge to create phrases. Higgly piggly higgly piggly watermelon. Higgly piggly higgly piggly watermelon. Higgly piggly watermelon. Higgly piggly higgly piggly watermelon. Higgly piggly watermelon. Higgly piggly higgly piggly watermelon. Higgly piggly higgly piggly. Do you know the most common 6-note stick-ins drummers use? So as we could see, groupings are more than just numbers. They're essential rhythms, and we know that rhythm is the heartbeat of all drumming. That should be our main focus. Now I know I kill this analogy, but I think about it like learning a new language. You can memorize words, you can memorize sentences, but to truly become fluent, you need to hear, you need to feel, you need to be able to understand the rhythm of the language and all the nuances that come with it. And the same applies to drumming. So instead of just learning more and more stick-ins, pair that knowledge with groupings so that you'll be able to hear what you play, to be able to feel what you play, to be able to count what you play, to be able to see what you play. And so that when you finally start playing, you'll naturally express the ideas that resonate with you as a drummer. Now you can always learn chops, you can always learn licks. That's just memorization. But to discover your voice, that takes exploration. So the question is, are you willing to explore?